Okay, so just a little bit of an update on the Opel that we picked up a bit of a week ago. So what have I done? As I said, I've gone in and straightened the bumper out, which was bent through someone towing from it. And all I did was straightened it and then went through with a flapper disc and rubbed off all the rust and flaky chrome to give it a sort of a shabby but not razor sharp finish like it had when the chrome was flaking off. It's sort of quite hard in the hands. So yeah, it's not obviously presentable like that, but at least it's somewhat closer to the original, I think, apart from the fact it obviously needs re-chromed. I had a wee bit of play with the paint and just gave this section here a little bit of a going over with some very soft Scotch Brite, and then just a wee rub over with some linseed oil and mixed with a little bit of mineral turpentine. And just in that section there you can see what the paint is going to come up like. So actually, yeah, it's actually lifted the appearance not too bad, I reckon. So just you can see that little section there is what it potentially could all look like once it's done. As far as the chrome work goes, well, there's no saving there, I don't think, but what we can do is just give it a little bit of a shine up and with some very fine sandpaper and maybe some Scotch Brite, and just see if we can get a little bit of life out of it. But you know, it is what it is. It's a old original car, so that's what you get. As far as getting the engine going, I have been playing with the starter motor. Doing this one-handed may not be possible. Oh, there we go. Hold on for a second. Okay, so interior-wise in the engine bay, I have taken the starter motor out, so I just wasn't sure whether it was all good to go, running on a battery, and it goes good. So starter motor's good. It does crank over with the plugs out, just with the starter motor connected to the battery terminals. So yeah, we'll put the plugs in. I think it should be okay. I've got the fuel filter out at the moment, just so that I can give the fuel lines a bit of a flush out, and we'll probably run it with a just a temporary fuel cell in the meantime, rather than trying to draw fuel from the original tank. Managed to get a 6-volt battery. Got a bargain. There was one in a battery shop here in Gore that had been sitting in stock for about 12 months because the guy that ordered it didn't get it. So I've managed to get that for just under $100 New Zealand for a 6-volt battery, which is very good buying. Usually they cost more than a 12-volt, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's about all I can tell you about here. So really, we're just, once I pick that battery up and rig up a fuel supply, we will probably have a crack at getting her running, and I'll record with that at the time. This little window here, this quarter light, as if anybody in Europe that's watching this and knows where I can get one, or can get one for me and get in touch with me, that would be awesome, because while I've got one for this side, we've got nothing for the other side. And it's really the only major item which is missing. So please, if there's anybody out there that can get one for me, put a comment in the comments, and happily I'll pay for it, and freight and all the other bits and pieces. Just here in New Zealand, the chances of picking one up are next to nothing. I don't know how many of these things would have been imported in New Zealand, but it would be probably no more than a handful. What else can I tell you? Seats have cleaned up not too bad. They're pretty much original, so for what they are, I think they're pretty good. The gearbox feels really smooth. so I don't think there's going to be any problem there. Clutch seems to be working. It's a direct clutch, so there's no hydraulics or anything, so that's all good. Brakes aren't working, but the handbrake does feel like it's got some life in it, so that's all good. Yeah, so that's where we're up to with the old grill. You know, doors close really well considering, and yeah, we just next thing to do is I need to put an extension on the exhaust pipe too, because that bit there is not on the car anymore. So that's one thing that is actually fed a little bit less ideal in the time it's been sitting around. I've got the other handle for here, but it's broken. It was apparently there's one like that, and there's one that had a key mechanism in it, so you could lock it, and that's broken. So again, if anybody knows where I can pick up one of those, please let me know. It's kind of a specific looking design on it, but again, they're really the only two things I know of at the moment that it's missing is that handle, and as I say, it's not missing, it's just broken, and that down window there, which the quarter light that goes in there, that is really kind of bugging me, because we really need that to make it a runner. Everything else, I think, you know, the glass that goes in here, we can do something with that. We can soon get one of those made. But otherwise, yep, the tops. I haven't cleaned the top yet, but I did give it a wee test clean over here, just to see what would happen. So that little area there, you can see that's just with cold water and a soft brush. So I think that top will clean up. I am a bit worried about using, you know, sort of too many cleaners on it, because I'm not sure what kind of you know, what would be good for that vinyl and what would be detrimental. So, you know, warm water would surely be pretty harmless as a precautionary measure. And yeah, otherwise, yeah, so we'll probably at some point carry on and do the whole car like that, so we'll get the paint looking more like that, and less like that. But as I say, really not too bad. Anyhow, that's all from me for the meantime, and as I say, look, if anybody out there can put me onto one of those little quarter lights like that, please put a comment in the comment section below. Be very much appreciated. Thank you.